Hello and welcome to another review. Today I'm gonna talk about a new fragrance that I recently purchased, and this is the Lapidus Oud Noir. This is right from the beginning, I have to say, an under the radar gem in the fragrance world, and especially in the world of oud scents. So Ted Lapidus, which is one of my favorite designers in terms of fragrances, I own a couple of his creations. This time around comes with two fragrances based on oud, and one of them you see here, it's Oud Noir, but there is also Oud White, which it's a bit on the ladies side if you want. It's more floral compared to this one. Both of them are considered unisex fragrances, but in my honest opinion I see nothing in Oud Noir that makes this scent a unisex one. The notes that compose this fragrance are as they follow. In the top notes we have coffee, saffron, incense, nutmeg and cinnamon. In the middle notes we have birch, jasmine, sambac, praline, leather and plum, and in the base notes we have agarwood or wood, amber, cedar, vanilla and sandalwood. So there are a lot of notes. This is something very common with the Lapidus fragrances. They are made out of a lot of notes, and I have to say that this fragrance smells like no other oud fragrance. You may have noticed that in the notes breakdown I haven't mentioned rose. So this is one of the few oud-based fragrances that lack that omnipresent rose note. And trust me, you're gonna feel the difference, especially if you've been accustomed to use oud rose fragrances. The predominant note in this scent is of course oud or agarwood, but also there is a lot of incense, there's a lot of cinnamon and saffron, a slight hint of coffee, at least that's what I perceive, just a small hint, and also you get a lot of amber with cedar and sandalwood, plus of course the omnipresent leather note in any oud fragrance. Unfortunately, there are two notes in this fragrance, two notes that are listed in the composition that I don't actually get to feel them, and that's plum, which is one of my favorite notes in terms of fragrances, and also birch. Birch is an excellent note. If you remember Boss Bottle number 6, Night, I think is the name of the fragrance. That's a very, very powerful birch scent, and I do like birch and plum. But unfortunately, I don't really get them in this fragrance. The smell is incredible. It's an oriental fragrance. It's very powerful. It opens very, very strong. It dry downs very nice, and as I said, the first impression is a spice bomb, if you want, made out of saffron with cinnamon and incense, and in the background you're gonna feel a bit of the wood. The wood becomes predominant in the heart of the fragrance with the leather and the praline, and also everything is backed up from behind by the wood notes such as the sandalwood and also the cedar. Vanilla, it's present, but just a hint of vanilla, so this scent doesn't become very sweet and very, let's say, unisex, if you want. but it's present somewhere in the background, very, very, very far away, and it does contribute to the composition. In terms of performance, this fragrance lasts at least 12 hours on my skin. And as I said it in all my previous reviews, my skin is weird. So I do get at least 12 hours on my skin with a very good projection, I would say, a powerful projection for about 4 to 5 hours. Afterwards, the scent becomes more subtle, it gets closer to the skin, and simply stays there for the whole wearing. It attracts a lot of compliments. Every person that smelled this fragrance on me said that it smells amazing. One interesting fact is the fact that it lacks the rose note, and compared to other fragrances, oud fragrances such as Ferrari Essence Oud, Rasasi Fakat Lil Rijal, Creed Royal Oud, and you name whatever fragrance you want. This one smells different, mainly because the oud note is so powerful, and without the rose you can feel it. I don't know, how should I say it? You can actually feel the real agar wood inside this fragrance. And it's an interesting experience. I do have a lot of wood-based fragrances in my collection, but mainly with the rose note. So this is a must-have in everyone's collection if you want, mainly because it lacks the omnipresent rose note. Group age, I would say 30, 35 and above. This is a very mature gentleman's perfume. I would highly recommend this perfume to be worn only on special occasions, on special days, on special events, and of course I highly recommend this to be worn especially in cold weather, mainly in the winter, if you want. Excellent fragrance from Ted Lapidus. I highly appreciate it, and I highly recommend you to get it and to have it in your collection. It does somehow resemble, the scent resembles a bit with this squared Ocean Royal Black, which is a non-oud based fragrance, but a rose one, and that's one thing why I like this fragrance so much. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, be safe, be good. Your friend Gabriel sign out.